In this episode, I'm going to show you how to increase your productivity using technology. Coming up.
Rising to be productive, rising to be organized, rising to be inspired. Who are you rising to be? New podcast every Tuesday, new videos every Wednesday and Saturday.
Hello everyone, I'm Christina B Rising and welcome to the very first episode in 2021 of the Rising B Show, the only place on the internet where I help you rise to be who you want to be, helping you rise to be productive, organized, and inspired. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday on my channel. Check out my podcast, Rising to Be, every Tuesday. I have so much amazing content lined up for this new year, like new and improved thumbnails, more shoutouts, better editing, new products like planners and workbooks, and maybe even some merch. So I'd hate for you to miss it, so please make sure that you are subscribed so that you won't miss anything. And check out my Patreon for exclusive and early access content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/risingtobe. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can become a riser. Stop being fake and click like. It's free, I promise. And click the bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. Sometimes YouTube likes to hide my videos if you don't also click the bell, so make sure you do that as well. So let's get into this episode.
Are you tired of 2020 and want to start creating a better life in 2021? Then check out my goal setting workbook to help you create the life you want in 2021. Write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. Available now in my Etsy shop, Rising to Be. Save 20% off your order using code GOALS21. Keep rising to be who you want to be.
Today is National Technology Day, and today's episode is going to be about using technology to get more done. Now, I know you may be thinking, Christina, technology can also be a distraction. And yes, it can, but it can also be used for good and to help us increase and improve our productivity. So let's get started. Now, without further ado, the first tip I have for you is finding the right tech. There are so many products to choose from, and they all claim to make our lives better, and they may, but a lot of these products are actually useless. As a consumer and buyer, it's important for us to understand that the technology we buy can be a blessing, but also be a curse. The devices we have can do so much, which is why they play such a major role in our lives. It's all about how you utilize what you have. Do you really need the new iPhone? Probably not. Why? Because your phone in your pocket can still make a phone call. Because after all, it's just a phone. So technically that means you would only need a new phone until your phone is unable to make a phone call or when the screen stops working. This is something that took me forever to grasp simply because I like to keep up with the latest and greatest. But through the years, I realized that I can hardly remember why I bought a specific gadget. So now I no longer buy a new piece of technology until I can list at least 3 to 5 reasons for why I should make the purchase in the first place. I recently paid off my phone. Why? Because I realized that I was paying more to use Instagram than to actually make a phone call, which of course wasn't that much of a benefit to me. So I paid it off. Shout out to Dave Ramsey's Facebook group for helping me to find a low budget phone plan that works the exact same as the one I was already using. And it's called Mint Mobile. I don't do much on my phone already. I answer calls, text messages, scroll on Instagram, of course, throughout the day, and sometimes watch HBO Max and Netflix. I was paying nearly $200 for basically nothing. Since switching to Mint Mobile, I've decided to apply this way of thinking to all of the technology I'll be buying in the future. I think of what I need to get done. Do I need a keyboard? Do I need something with a great battery? And the way I use them, I'm no longer considering technology as an accessory. It's important to see technology as a tool to utilize to increase your productivity. And of course, once the work is done, it can become a leisure device. And of course, doing extensive research on your possible next purchase to make sure that it not only fits into your life from a productive standpoint, but also a functional one. But before we get into the next tip, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe. After all, this content is free, so the least you can do is press a button. Thanks again. And if you're listening via podcast, make sure to subscribe and review the show. It helps out the show so that more people like you can find more episodes just like this. Tip 2, automatically done. Let Siri do it, let Alexa do it, and whoever else is inside of our technology that we use. Find and use tools that allow you to automate things in your life. Automations like bill pay or auto pay, using email responders, scheduling social media posts even. The automation for lights and your coffee machine. I even schedule a lot of my Rising to Be content like YouTube videos and podcasts. I am a strong advocate for using automations because automations give you peace of mind and allow you to have more time to focus on what you want. Automations can even help with your shopping with Amazon, subscribing to certain products that need to be replaced every 2 to 3 months, and even creating your own schedule. Using Shop Tagger for gift giving and using AnyList for list making, which is food and items we typically tend to forget, and Instacart for when we don't want to go to the store. Add some automations to your life and see how it changes for the better. Tip 3. Protect your passwords. Hackers are all over the internet, which is why protecting your passwords is so important. Pretty soon we will be able to log into everything with facial recognition or even a voice recognition. Using this to not only log in, payments, and managing your passwords. If you're like me, you also forget your extra strength passwords at times. So use a tool like 1Password. It gives you peace of mind and of course security. Tip 4. Extend your browser. Using Chrome extensions can not only help your productivity, but also your workflow, allowing you to complete things at a faster pace than before. Whether you use Grammarly for spell check or using Honey and Rakuten to save money, it is highly likely that there is an extension out there to help you and improve your life. Using keywords everywhere for tags and keywords for blogs, and using vidIQ and TubeBuddy for YouTube videos. Shop Tagger for alerts on items that you have your eye on when shopping. There are so many extensions out there waiting for you to download so that you can get more done in your day. Tip 5. Set clear and simple goals. There is power in setting goals. There is power in setting intentions for the new year. But please know that all of these goals and intentions that you've set mean nothing when you haven't taken the time to create a plan to accomplish them. How will you record your progress towards those goals and schedule your reminders to keep you focused on the end goal? How will you stay focused? Will you use daily, weekly, monthly, or even quarterly reminders to align yourself with your vision for the new year and your future life? One thing I do know is when you are constantly tracking your progress and constantly reviewing your vision, you start to develop determination and bulletproof motivation. It allows for you to stay on the right track to reach success and, of course, real results, no matter how big or small. Be open to change. You're already halfway done by deciding to finally make a change in your life. So be open to doing the work of changing for the better. Take back your power today. And so if you see fit that today is your day to change your life and not just your year, then check out my goal setting workbook today, available now on my Etsy shop, Rising B. Use code GOALS21 for 20% off. Tip 6. Enhance what you own. I know that it's incredibly easy to get swept up in the culture of needing the next hot item. But the thing is, these gadgets mean nothing unless you buy them for a purpose. Look, don't buy a new computer unless it literally crashes every time you cut it on, or if the screen or keyboard is broken. Instead, try buying a new laptop case, keyboard, and a mouse to give the feel of something new that won't break the bank. This is something I still do to this day. Because we use these things on a daily basis, we can start to get tired of them at a faster rate. So definitely give this tip a try, or even if you're not open to spending money right now after all of this holiday shopping, then I strongly recommend changing your wallpapers on your devices. You can have a pretty picture, sure, or you can have something functional like a to-do list or your vision board. And last but not least, deleting old files. You would be surprised by how many unnecessary documents and photos you have on your devices. Believe it or not, all of this slows down your computer. And by simply deleting these things, you can speed up your computer and probably stop it from crashing. Plus, do you really need everything from last year? Probably not. So filter through the important stuff, but throw away the things that you don't need and get rid of it. You'll thank me later. Oh, and also delete and unsubscribe to old emails too. Tip 7. Use it when you need it. Now this may sound like I'm contradicting myself because everything I've brought up in tip 2, but relying on technology on a constant basis can also hinder us. Think about how many phone numbers of people that you know you can remember. Be honest, I can only name like 3. What about birthdays and anniversaries? Anything? I'll be honest, I can't. My phone tells me these things and of course their age. But I don't even think about remembering these on my own because I know that technology has my back, which of course makes me dependent. If one of my friends called me right now and asked what's so-and-so's number, I would have nothing to say. I would just say, hold on, let me find out in my phone. We live in a time where there is literally an app for everything, and I mean everything. And using all of these apps on a constant basis can reduce our productivity. Think about how many calendar and notes apps that you have on your phone right now. It's probably several because you wanted to test it out. But then you never go back to delete the ones that serve no purpose, or using all of them at the same time, and this is counterproductive. It's important to find a single app for a single task and keep it simple. Having half of your schedule on one app and the other half on another is confusing. Plus, you may even end up double booking yourself. I'm certainly guilty of this, so take a moment to delete what you don't need and keep what helps you. Tip 8, schedule your day. Just like I mentioned in tip 7, calendar apps are perfect for keeping your schedule and to-dos in line. I strongly believe that calendars are the most underutilized productivity tools ever. Why? Because there are so many bad ones out there. Listen, I honestly used to hate planners. Yes, me, I know. I make videos every week about planners, but I honestly hated them because I couldn't find the one that matched my life perfectly. And most importantly, how I plan. The Happy Planner brand has been my favorite for several years, but throughout the years, I've noticed that they have focused more on accessories instead of the functionality of the planner. Which is why on my birthday of last year, I opened up my very own stationery store filled with planners and printables to give you functionality and enhance your productivity. And the tools to help you rise to be who you want to be, of course. To celebrate the new year, I'm offering you 30% off my products like time blocking, meal planner, 5 and Thrive tracker, shopping list, brain dump, and so much more. Available in several colors, of course. Use the code New Year. It expires pretty soon, so happy shopping.
Stay up to date with everything Rising to Be by signing up to the weekly newsletter. It's filled with blogs, videos, exclusive freebies, and so much more to help you rise to be who you want to be. Create results, not plans. Don't stop rising. If you're watching on IGTV, you can sign up through my link in bio. Keep rising. Follow me on Instagram at Rising to Be for motivational content and Twitter at I am Rising to Be for inspirational tweets. Follow me on Pinterest at Rising to Be for several boards of inspiration and motivation. And join the Rising to Be Facebook group at Rising to Be. Keep rising.
Tip 9, set limits. Look, as amazing as technology is, it's easy to forget how much time we spend on our devices. So don't be afraid to set some boundaries in your life. Look, in order to actually get things done, we have to be willing to stay focused. And the easiest way to do so is by using the screen time feature on your iPhone. And yes, I have no idea what it's called on Android, but you get the point. For social media, I have given myself an allotment of an hour and a half. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but it just makes me use the apps a bit faster before the time runs out. It's like I'm racing the clock. I'm not saying you have to set yours to an hour and a half. It's your life, you choose. Just start somewhere. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. I hope this episode was helpful to you. Let me know down below in the comments what tip you'll use to increase your productivity using technology in your life. If you have an episode idea on what you would like to see next, let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to download my free monthly motivational wallpapers for your computer and phone. The monthly theme for the month of January is the month of dreaming and accomplishing your goals. And you can get that for free once you join my Patreon down below. Now, back to the episode. Tip 10, nothing's better than free. I love a good deal, but the best deal is a free one, which is why I highly recommend trying out the free apps and programs before you open your wallet. It's a great way to test out certain layouts and types so that just in case the free app doesn't match your taste, you'll know exactly what to look for and, of course, what to pay for. It keeps you from wasting money on apps that you don't like or ones that are just plain terrible. After all, there is no perfect app out there. You just kind of have to find the one that matches you. So don't give up hope, you'll find it. And of course, if the app you like needs a few tweaks, then leave a review and they might change what you don't like. You never know.
Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I just want to share the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from Prabhath Chathuranga. Good content, heart eye emoji. Good luck on your YouTube journey. You deserve more subscribers. Peace hand emoji. Thank you so much for your comment, Prabhath Chathuranga. Hopefully I said your name right. Want to be featured as the next comment of the day? Simply leave a comment on a YouTube video or leave a review on wherever you listen to podcasts. Now, back to the show.
Remember, as we rise to be, we are becoming who we want to be. I am Christina B rising, and I will always be rising. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday on my channel. Check out my podcast, Rising and Be, every Tuesday. Check out my podcast, Rising to Be, every Tuesday, and my Patreon for exclusive and early access content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/rising to be. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe so that more people like you can have access to content like this. And I'll see you in my next episode. Check out the upcoming playlist filled with content to help you keep rising to be who you want to be. Bye.
Do you want even more Rising to Be in your life? Then join the Rising to Be Patreon. It helps you support the channel and other forms of content. There's 3 tiers to choose from, starting as low as $4. So here's a breakdown of Tier 1. You get access to the monthly wallpapers for your computer and phone to keep you motivated and inspired all month long. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, and of course you get a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 2 has access to monthly wallpapers. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, early access to videos, and of course a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 3 has access to the monthly wallpapers. They get to choose 2 monthly video topics and 1 podcast topic. Early access to videos and podcasts, a Patreon shout out in my next video, and of course exclusive access to my printable collection from my Etsy store, Rising to Be. And it's only available through Patreon and Etsy, so this is something you really want to jump on. There are 3 tiers to choose from. I plan on adding even more as we go along. So I hope you'll consider joining the Patreon Risers. Keep rising to be who you want to be.